Hey guys, Lexus Driver here. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everybody. Now, on this video, I have another fanfic that I'd like to share with you guys, and also the fanfic will directly correlate with this AI-generated image I made on Google Gemini. I also have a second one, but the fanfic will directly correlate with this AI-generated image. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get to the fanfic. Now, this part of the fanfic, I have two. One is written by me, the other is generated by Google Gemini. So let's get to it. I'm going to start with the first one written by me. Wilshire Police Station. Detective Cole Phelps is sitting at his desk. Just then, a patrol woman comes to see Cole. "Hello, Detective," said the patrol woman. "About a few minutes ago, I received a call from Venice Beach. It's Legoshi. I'm afraid something criminal happened. He was found washed up at the beach and bleeding heavily. He's been taken to the hospital. There's no news yet of his condition, but we believe the crime was serious as Legoshi has lost a dangerous amount of blood." So that's a fanfic written by me. Now, the one generated by Google Gemini. The fluorescent lights of the Wilshire the fluor The fluorescent lights of the Wilshire station hummed overhead, a stark contrast to the heavy silence at Cole Phelps's desk. He was buried in a stack of manifestos from a recent warehouse heist from when the frantic clicking of heels approached. He looked up, his sharp eyes adjusting as the patrolwoman leaned against his desk, catching her breath. Detective Phelps, sorry to interrupt. Detective Phelps, sorry to interrupt, said the patrolwoman. "We just got a priority call in from Venice Beach. It's Legoshi." Cole's posture stiffened. He set his fountain pen down with a deliberate click. Legoshi was a known entity, quiet, unassuming, and far too gentle for the company he had been keeping lately. "Give it to me straight, officer. What happened out there?" said Cole. "A group of surfers found him washed up near the pier about 20 minutes ago. He's in bad shape, Detective. Bleeding heavily, internal and external. He's already been rushed to the ICU at Central Receiving. The medics say if he had been in the water 5 minutes longer, we'd be looking at a homicide case," said the patrolwoman. "Venice Beach? That's out of his way," said Cole. "Did anyone see a vehicle or struggle?" said. "Nothing. The tide was coming in, so any tracks in the sand are long gone. But the sheer volume of blood, Detective. It looks like he was targeted." "This wasn't a mugging gone wrong," said the patrolwoman. "Then the investigation begins." Cole stood up, grabbing his fedora and his suit jacket from the back of his chair. His face was a mask of cold, professional intensity. "A gray wolf found bleeding out on a public beach in broad daylight. It's a message or a very sloppy execution," said Cole. "Contact the hospital. I want a guard outside his room. If he's a witness, he's a target." "Do you think it's related to the heist crew? Mr. Wolf and his associates?" said the patrolwoman. "Wolf and the rest of the bad guys are thieves, not butchers. But in this city, the line between a heist and a massacre is thinner than people think. If Legoshi was with them, I need to know why he ended up in the surf," said Cole. Cole paused, looking at the door. "I'm heading to the hospital. If he wakes up, I want to be the first person he sees. In the meantime, get a forensics team down to that stretch of beach. Tell them to look for anything that doesn't belong in the sand. Shell casings, fibers, or tire tracks leading to the boardwalk," said Cole. "Right away, Detective," said the patrolwoman. As Cole walked towards the exits, the weight of the case settled on him. Legoshi was a bridge between two worlds, and someone had just tried to burn that bridge down. So anyways, that's the fanfic. So what I have here, this is an AI-generated image from Google Gemini. As you can see here, this is Detective Cole Phelps at his desk. And as you see on the right, you see that's a patrol woman talking to Cole about the call she just received regarding Legoshi. And as you can see, like, this is very detailed, very noir style, because, this is, like, a crossover of Beastars, the bad guys, and LA Noire. So, in the background, you can see some more patrolmen and patrolwomen, and also some detectives. But the focal point of this image is Detective Cole Phelps and the patrolwoman. Well, Cole Phelps sitting on his Cole Phelps sitting at his desk, and the patrolwoman talking to Cole about what's going on, what happened to Legoshi. Now, this one here is another AI generated image. I have no fanfic. I have no fanfic written here regarding this one, but what I said here on Google Gemini generated an image of Detective Cole Phelps visiting Legoshi in the hospital. I also went very thorough with the prompt. Legoshi is a gray wolf. He's bandaged up. No blood stains because they repaired many of his injuries, and also I have Legoshi with a blanket because this is a hospital. When he's lying down like that, of course you gotta have a blanket to make sure the patient's okay. So Cole Phelps, he's visiting Legoshi in the hospital, and given the injuries, it would have been severe. Now, um, uh, why I came up with this fanfic, because I watched I did watch the part one of the final season of Beastars, and how it ended. It made me come up with this fanfic with the bad guy. It made me come up with the fanfic of a crossover of Beastars, the bad guys, and Ellie Noire. So how part one ended, it wasn't a how part one ended, it wasn't a cliffhanger that made me hope if Legoshi will survive. But I remembered that the episode actually had foreshadowing of how Legoshi could use that to save his life. So I might say something here. For those who have watched it, but for those who haven't watched it, uh, okay. Anyways, as I was I'm gonna get to the point here. I remember there was one part. I remember there was one episode where there was actually good foreshadowing. Legoshi was in the bathhouse, and then suddenly Sagwan appeared, and Sagwan taught Legoshi the ocean language. For that one, I find that's the only foreshadowing in part one, because whenever you watch TV shows and animation, whenever you watch movies and TV shows, if you're worried about the fate of the characters, um, the the most important thing is foreshadowing. It's very important to take note of the foreshadowings, so that way you know what's going to be positive and what's going to be negative, and just trying the best to keep your hopes up. And also, that bit of foreshadowing that I saw in part one of the final season of Beastars, it really kept my hopes up that Legoshi will survive part one, because if you guys remember that part one ended in a cliffhanger, but I remember there was foreshadowing of how Legacy will survive. So Legacy was ambushed by Melon. He got tied up to a chair, and then Legacy was dumped into the was dumped into the sea. And when I saw that one, I quickly remembered the foreshadowing in the bathhouse. Because since that was actually good foreshadowing, I just keep that in mind, that Legacy will use that to save his life. So um, this is how I imagine. This is how I imagine, because I did watch, because I watched the trailer of part two of the final season of Beastars. Why I came up with why I came up with Google Gemini to generate this second image I have here, because I think how I think for how part two is going to I think how part two is going to play out, the first episode, I think how part two is going to play out. I think Legoshi is gonna wake up in the hospital again. So I would say this would be the sec. I would say that part two, we're gonna see Legoshi in the hospital a second time in season three, because in the first one was when he survived his first encounter with Melon in a brothel. So I would say for part two, I think we're gonna see Legoshi again in the hospital, because he just had what happened to him in part one. Yes, it ended in a cliffhanger, but what Legoshi had was really life threatening, and made me keep my hopes up that Legacy will survive. So, I hope part two is going to come. I'm really hoping for part two. I know that it's going to be released on March of next year. Just really keeping my hopes up that Legacy will survive. So it's been like I can't count how many months I've been waiting. I'd say 15 months or so, but for all you Beastars fans for all you Beastars fans, try to keep your hopes up as best you can. We are getting close to getting part two. Part two is going to be coming real soon on March 2026. So yeah. And this is how I'm gonna end off my video here. I'll end off my video with this image here, because the fanfic correlates with this Google Gemini AI generated image. But anyway, guys, that's all I have this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and be sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay updated on new content I have on my YouTube channel. But anyway, guys, that's all I have this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays, and have a good day, everybody!